Blackstone Grill unboxing. Hi, Jim from RV4x40.com today, and we are here outside of the RV because I have gotten a new toy to play with outside for cooking. It's a Blackstone Grill, and the reason behind this is we've had actually 3 different portable gas grills so far in the last couple of years, and I have not been satisfied with any of them as far as cooking is concerned. To me, they don't stay hot enough. They may get hot, but they cool off fairly quickly once you start cooking on them, and any wind at all seems to take the heat right out of them. So it takes far too long to cook stuff. It doesn't come out cooked properly and doesn't come out tasting right. So after doing some research, rather than get yet another grill and try and find something else that works, because we are space limited in terms of what I can carry around underneath, and we do run the grill off of the propane tank, so we got that hooked up. So we decided we would try a Blackstone grill, and have not done much with grilling. We do have electric ones we use on the inside for cooking breakfast sometimes, but we're going to try this as an outside gas grill, and we're going to have to learn some new things about how to cook, I'm sure about that. But I wanted to show you the unboxing process as we go through it, and this is their smaller one. It's a 22-inch, yeah, it's a 22-inch platter on this one, and so it should fit in the same spot underneath the RV where I carry the charcoal grill. So we'll see how that works once it's unboxed and ready to go in. So we're going to kind of show you that as we go through, and then we'll do some other work. We're going to have to hook the propane up, and we're going to have to then season the grill to start with. So stay tuned. We'll show you what's going to happen. Well, first of all, this sucker is a lot heavier than my gas grills have been. The box says it weighs 49 pounds, and I am perfectly willing to believe that. It is sitting on a camping table that I hope is strong enough to hold it, because this is the one that would have to hold it once I get it all set up. So I know it's a steel grill, so I know it's going to be heavier than the smaller grill would be. And we'll kind of see what all is in this box. It appears to be very well packed. Hopefully the wind will not blow away all of this light stuff. And so we get a manual. That's a good thing, of course, to be able to read it. And beyond that point, pull some more of the styrofoam out. Try not to make too big of a mess to clean up later on. All right, that's the top half of that. And what I think I need to do is set the box on the ground and then pick the griddle up. Well, that worked much better than other things might have. So let's continue on. Try and keep from losing too much trash. It's a bit windy again today, so I don't want stuff blowing all over the RV park. This one I did get comes with a lid and more styrofoam. And this would appear to be the working end of the griddle. I did stop to read the instruction book. It's not terribly complicated. And there are 4 feet, which just have a threaded stud in them and a nut that's in the base. So just a matter of threading these feet into the base as we go forward. It's pretty easy to do, no big deal there. And they're really just finger tight. Don't have to worry about getting them down too tight. And then there's the gas connection that goes on the end for the. It's set up basically for a 1-pound propane cylinder. We'll swap that out so we can hook it up to the propane tank of the RV. There are 4 feet that are pre-mounted in the top, and there are 4 holes that match that on the base. They slide into it, and then we're going to push it back to make it connect The two in the front we found out are the two that are actually have a slot that goes into the base. The ones in the back are not retained, but the front ones are. So it holds it in place pretty good, but you'd be careful you couldn't pick it up at the top. It would not work well. So they're back and locked in place. So the front's locked, the back is not. And there's a sticker there that we're going to take off. It had really good stickum. It was somewhat difficult to get off, but it came loose. And then we had to peel off some of the residue of it, where it tore apart. All in all, not a bad process. It was pretty easy to do. And one more thing to do, there's a handle that goes on the front of the lid. So just a couple of screws with a Phillips screwdriver. Those go in and it's ready to go. Got the handle on, that's not a problem. I do want to clean this surface up before we start heating it up. Get any travel debris, anything from the styrofoam. Everyone tells me with a griddle like this, you will go through repeat a lot of paper towels. Now that side sounded like it lit. Oh yeah, it lit. Now if we can get the other side to light. The gas flame, it's really hard to tell, but it's getting hot from something. So our next step is to wait. We wait while the griddle gets hot enough to start to smoke, and then we're going to cover it with oil and rub that all around, let it burn off several times, and that will season the grill up. I don't know how well this will show up on the video, but we're getting two good-sized hot spots here in the middle. It's discoloring the steel, which is what you really want it to do. So according to the instructions, you want to use about a tablespoon of oil on something this size. So we're going to put some oil on there and then use a shop rag instead of a regular paper towel or shop towel. So we can, and we're definitely not level. You can see the oil run down the side. So we're going to spread that around and use that to start to season the griddle here. And we are getting some, and that's not enough oil, I can tell that right now. We're starting to get some flaking off of this towel, which I was hoping we wouldn't get, but we'll deal with that. Probably shouldn't have left that towel sitting on this hot griddle. And our goal is to coat all of the surfaces, including the sides, inside and out, with oil. And that is going to smoke, which is what it's supposed to do. This will help provide a stick-resistant surface, is what they call it, I think. Not a non-stick, but it will be better than plain steel. And so we've got everything pretty well coated. I'll come back at some point and clean up the extra pieces from the shop towel. That didn't work as well as I thought it would. We'll put that down, and now our goal is to let that burn off. Well, we're making progress. Keep doing this, and keeps getting darker and more covered. And we'll turn this over this time, just on general principles. Possibly could have looked at leveling this table first. Didn't realize how out of level it was going to be. Not a big problem since I'm not cooking, but the oil does tend to run, of course. Now this is the third coat of oil. Putting it on, burning it off. All right, we're getting down to the last of this. This will be the last time we're going to do this before we actually can use it to cook. I'll put some oil on there. Did you notice I went to regular paper towels because I thought they were actually smearing less and shedding less particles than the supposedly better shop towels. All right. It's got everything covered up. So one more time we let all the smoke come off, and then it will have been seasoned 4 times with oil, and that should be plenty. Some places say twice is enough, but the Blackstone instructions say to do it once and then 3 more times. So we're following the instructions, and then be ready to see if I can find something to cook. All right, we are about to try our first attempt at cooking here. We want the right side at around 350. It's getting very close. And we're going to do the veggies on that side. We're going to do some smash burgers on that side. And we'll see if we can record this whole thing. And if it's a catastrophe, we'll have it on video. Yeah. That is a mix of bell peppers and onions for the veggies we're working on. We'll let those get started good, and I want the hamburger side to be a little bit warmer before we start anyway. Let's see how it's doing temperature wise. Ooh, not as good as I would like. So we'll see how this all works out. And we're going to do some mushrooms. We'll add those into the mix. We have no idea how much to cook. This is a new way for us to do this. So we're going to just try it out and see how it comes out. You want salt and pepper on the vegetables? Oh. Just a little salt and pepper on the veggies. Oh, these are starting to look really pretty good. Yeah, I'm not getting as hot on that side as I would like, but we're going to go ahead and try the hamburgers anyway. A little oil down first for that. Hot enough to make them sizzle. Now these are known as smash burgers. You can see we're starting with a rather large just a ball of meat here. And from that we will turn the heat down on the vegetables a little bit. Let them have a chance to kind of get started there. And then we have our patented smasher. So this is how you actually make the hamburger out. And that's about as hard as I can push. And we'll do this one. There we go. Smash Burger Supreme. Keep turning the vegetables. Keep turning the vegetables so they don't burn. They're looking really good. Make sure I get all those mushrooms cooked. Now our first one back here is starting to show some signs that probably got him too far to the back too. The grill's not going to be as hot back there. So we'll try and move. Yep, he's cooked on one side and not the other. And I'm going to go ahead and take these veggies off. They're done and starting to get a little bit overdone. Well, they look really good. And of course, what we really want to make here are cheeseburgers. So we'll throw a couple of slices of American cheese on both of the burgers, and then to make sure that that's going to melt properly, we're going to put just a little bit of water in there, and we're going to put a dome over top of the hamburgers. The dome will provide enough heat to melt the cheese, and it makes a really, really good hamburger at this point. So I hope you enjoyed this. This was the unboxing and setup and first meal on our new Blackstone Griddle. I think it worked well. I've got some things to learn about it, but I expected that. And we're going to try some more recipes. I don't have any idea how many of them we might publish or show up on the channel, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned some things about it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, click on the subscribe button down below and then the bell icon. You'll be notified when we post a new video. And so as we travel the highways and byways and do some boondocking in America, we hope to see you. If we do, give us a wave. If not, have a great week, and we'll see you next week.